Hey, you. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, player. You did. Hey, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Joe Blaze, Bigspring Bulls of Tennessee, man. I was going through some news. I'm getting into this pet news, and I just ran across an article. Mental health, dogs that work, dogs that help people. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, notify, hit the notification. But do you believe dogs are magic? I definitely believe dogs are magic. I've come across an article in The Guardian. Don't really know what newspaper that is, but dogs have a magic effect. How pets can improve our mental health. Canine companionship triggers similar neural pathways to the parent-baby bond, and reduce loneliness and depression. Now, new pet therapy trials are reporting dramatic effects. Let's check this out. A therapy dog visiting a young patient in a hospital. So I'm looking at a photograph for that. What is it about? Animals. What is it about animals? Let's ask ourselves. It's some of the little things an animal can do can brighten up your day, right? An animal can be our best friend, or an animal can be our only friend. Pets don't judge you similar like babies. Babies don't judge you. They can't judge you. They can only love you. So an animal can only love you, though. Yeah, they. But as the bad news about coronavirus, so this is definitely an old article. We're going back into the corona days, and I think that's why a lot of people end up breeding dogs during corona. Not only to chase that bag, but to accumulate a sense of more company around them. You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense? We're gonna make it make sense. Like I kind of got that understanding. Like they said, the increase of breeders went up when corona came through. It's pretty deep, pretty deep. When corona hit, I had actually lost one of my favorite first Staffordshire Terriers, like that summer before that, and my father. So I was going through a major emotional span in that part of the time. Dealing with the death of my father, and not even 4 months prior to that, his mother died. Then last year, I just lost my grandmother. So my dogs have played a major part in helping me get some things done in life and staying focused and being strong for my family. Lord knows I've had my trials and tribulations throughout my life. I know my grandma always said, you won't always like this. People made you like you are, And I kind of got that understanding as I grew up. But since coronavirus continues, semi-dogs and cats has become regular cry on social media. Semi-dogs and cats has been a regular cry on social media. That says a lot. It's like people asking for companionship. An easy to grasp shorthand for "I feel terrible, cheer me up." You see what I'm saying? I had never read this article, and like I said, it goes back. People were begging for companionship, because a lot of those people worked so much that when they had to stay home, they didn't know what to do. A lot of you, because you think about the person that consumes himself in work, and then all of a sudden things get shut down, and then you got to sit at home. Not to mention if you got ADHD and you can't go out, and then you got places that was arresting you during the lockdown, that if you was out doing the curfew and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I can see that anxiety, and I think a lot of people didn't even know they had those type issues until they actually had to be set down alone. An easy to grasp shorthand, "I feel terrible, cheer me up." The response is always the same. A ton of pictures of animals doing daft things. I guess that's fun. That's a new word for me. It's a 3-letter word, almost 4-letter word. But somehow it's always magical, calming effect. throw my dogs out here in the training pen, and when the puppies run, just to watch them run, and you know what I'm saying, like even that visual is enough to calm stress, definitely. But somehow magical and calming, with a soothing effect, is therapeutic. The therapeutic value of our relationship with our pets, particularly dogs, is increasingly recognized by researchers. Cats can be wonderful too, but dogs, let's go back to that. Cats can be wonderful too, but dogs have been domesticated by humans for much longer. And as even the most devoted cat lover will admit, dogs are far easier to train for companionship. You dig? That's why I'm like, emotional support dogs. You know, I can say emotional support animals. I can say emotional support pets. But dog, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole level, different level of friend. You feel me? That's a whole different level of friend. But dogs have been domesticated by humans for much longer. And as even devoted cat lovers will admit, dogs are far easier to train for companionship. Dogs don't ask so much. Half the time they just want to get up under you, or they want to be played with. You gotta work with them, or they're gonna tear some stuff up. You feel me? Most cats, as we know, are admirable in an entirely different reason. Marion Janer, mental health campaigner and all-around animal lover, says that dogs teach us a whole range of lessons. Dogs love us unconditionally. They're the ultimate in equal opportunities, entirely indifferent to race, gender, star sign, CV, clothing size, ability to throw cool moves on the dance floor. The simplicity and depth of this love is continuous joy, along with the health benefits of daily walks and the social delights of chats with other dog walkers. They teach kids to be responsible, altruistic, and compassionate, valuably, but sadly, how to cope when someone you love dies. Shit, we just recently experienced a loss. I just lost my mother-in-law. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure all out there, we got, my dogs are out there. I got 6 of my own. And my stepkids we got 3 dogs in the house, all females. So we got 7 females in here, 2 males. Yeah, it gets crazy. But look, and then going back to like my stepson's dog got away the other day, and I'm telling you, like it really affected him, you know, and it hurt me to see him go through that, because you know I've been planning on talking to him about some things about mental health and depression and the benefits of his animal, his dog, and it took a toll on me to see him go through that, because I mean, shoot, we didn't know if he was gonna come back. But, you know, we had to just went to one place that we didn't think it was going to go. Because typically when a dog goes that place, they get shot. So we try to keep our dogs from heading in that direction. But, you know, how it is in the country, some places people just... we're gonna go back to a video about people that should not own dogs too. I just recently seen a story about a lady, and I seen it a while ago, and it's been bothering me. Almost 200 dogs died in their cages that she had in Arkansas, I believe. Some people just shouldn't need dogs, and they had done took dogs away from that lady months prior before. Like, how do you accumulate that many dogs and don't feed them? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't add dogs to your program that you can't take care of. That part. CV clothes, ability to throw cool moves on the dance floor. Health benefits, daily walk, continuous joy, along with the health benefits of daily walks and chats with other dog walkers, which we need to walk more. But I work 50 hours a week, take care of dogs. I got them a whole space for them to just run. and I let them run until they get tired. You know what I'm saying? I throw a little toy out there, and I mean, I want to walk more myself, but my pups are 7, 8 months, but they pulling like it's crazy. Like, I mean, I've already have gotten over a herniated disc, so, you know how that goes. Simplicity, the depth of love, continuous joy, along with the healthy benefits of daily walks and the social delights of chats with other dog walkers. They teach kids to be responsible, twisted, compassionate, value, but sadly, how to cope when someone you love dies. I felt this odd effect. Robert Dowd felt this odd effect when his health suddenly took a downward turn. I've been working incredibly hard, long hours, too many days. One day I started crying and just couldn't stop. And I couldn't put sentences together properly. I've been pushing everything so hard and so long, I just couldn't do it anymore. I can relate. For years, but I truly believe that I held back so much emotion in my life that somewhere my sense of emotion switched. You know what I mean? Like, when I say my sense of emotion switched, like, I crack a smile when sometimes I'm smiling when you know what I mean? Like, my emotion, and I cry, like, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? So I feel some kind of way if I bust out crying, if I'm just watching the movie. Like, but when the underdog wins in the movie, brother, that tears me up. Like, that emotion of excitement drives it. It just does something to me. I always tear, and I try not to. But when the underdog, like when that person you counts out, it just does something to me. And what this thing, but why this hits me so much is that when my dad died, like only time I had off was when he was in the hospital, and I was a GM for a chicken place. I'm gonna say it like that. And yes, I felt the effects of the first major chicken sandwich that ever hit the world, if that lets you know anything. And I went through that after my dad died as well. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have no time off. We had just cremated and whatnot, had the funeral. I was working overtime. Had managers now. Even before COVID, people act like they didn't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, the restaurant business is a whole high stress environment anyway. I'm telling you, like, 26 years I've been cooking in the area of cooking in and out. You know what I'm saying? In the span of 26. But I woke up one morning and I just couldn't get to work. I couldn't get myself up. I just busted out crying. Like, I held a lot of that in that process. That when your body can't take no more, it's gonna let you know. When you're running days on end without sleep, it's gonna lay you down. Like, you have to take care of yourself. And that one day hit me. I couldn't stop crying, and you can't put it in sentences. You know, like, you can't even talk. It's just like it's just that grief. And then, you know, when I do have an emotional moment, you feeling the effects of every emotional moment that you have held back up until then. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely. But we're gonna get ready to close this up. So I've been pushing everything so far hard, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It took a long time for me to put myself back together, feel that. Plus some therapy. I went to therapy, but I think subconsciously I manipulate therapy without trying, so the therapist won't think I'm crazy, if that makes sense. Jobs and changes to family life. But the key factor, he says he only has half jokingly, was a smart So yeah, now he's just going into his dog. And I mean, that's just pretty much it. It's just letting you know how it affects, man. I just wanted to give you that bit of information. And stay tuned for the next one. We got them dogs that work, them dogs that help people, service dogs for the mentally challenged. Let's go.